Hey guys, it's me, Tiffany, and I'm back with another segment of In the Kitchen with Tiffany. And I am making mac and cheese today. So I've never seen anyone else with this recipe, so I'm going to go ahead and do it and let you all go ahead and try it, see if you like it. First, we're going to boil our water in our pot to boil our elbow macaronis. And you can use any macaronis you want to. I use elbows because I like them the best. And you can use water to boil your noodles in, or you can do like I do. And I do half water, half chicken broth. So you can use chicken broth if you'd like to, or you can use water to boil your noodles in. I do half and half. I boil it in both, just because the chicken broth gives the noodles extra flavor. So we're going to get started here. First, get your water boiling and add your chicken broth also. So guys, while I have the water in the broth boiling for the noodles, I like to cut up my cheese, and I use two 8-ounce packages of mild cheddar, and I'm going to show you that. I've already cut it up, so there it is right there. And I'm just going to show you some of the other ingredients. I use heavy whipping cream. I use a stick of butter. I use salt-free Mrs. Dash, sour cream, salt, pepper, cream cheese, and then I also use a second blend of cheese, but I use the shredded. So here's some mozzarella right here that I'm going to use. You don't have to use two kinds of cheese if you don't want to. It still will come out creamy as you would like it. But I use two kinds of cheese just because that's the way that I like it. And really you can use just one 8-ounce of the mild cheddar, and you can use a different 8-ounce block of a different kind of cheese if that's what you prefer. Go ahead and pour your noodles in and let them boil till they're al dente. Next, you want to strain off your macaronis and then pour them into either a baking pan or a glass dish, which is what I use. I'm going to use a glass dish like this. Next, you're going to want to use a non-stick pan to melt all your ingredients. You're going to want to measure, and right here, let me see, we're going to go half, and that's how much butter we're going to use. I want to keep the separate half on reserve because we're still going to use it. And then we're going to just go ahead and turn on the stove, and we're going to melt this butter down. I use plastic on a non-stick pan and let that melt down. Once that starts to melt, you can go ahead and you can dump your blocks of cheese in. Now, this will not burn as long as you're using a non-stick pan. Keep it on a low heat. Let it melt down. Before it starts to melt, though, I'm going to put a little salt. Put a little bit of pepper. I'm going to put a little bit of Mrs. Dash in there, and then I'm going to let it melt up. This is what it will look like as your cheese starts to melt. You'll start to see your cheese melting, and then we can go ahead and we can put in our heavy whipping cream next. I got it all measured out here already. There's 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, and we're going to go ahead and put that in. And let that continue to simmer. You start to see everything turning like an orange color, and you see that it's melting good and it's starting to bubble. You can turn your heat up to medium, and then we're going to put in the cream cheese. Let that go ahead and melt down too. And then we're going to do a dollop of sour cream. It's literally just like a big scoop. And that's all you need, and let it melt down also. You see how that's coming along? Look at that, nice and creamy. Then I just added a handful of mozzarella, and we're going to let that melt down inside of it also. Just a handful will do ya. And then you see how this is coming along. You want to do it until it's real nice and smooth. See it start to bubble on the edges? The cheese sauce is done and complete. Then we're going to pour this onto your macaronis, which I have right here. Pour this on. And then we're going to stir it up. Now we're going to mix it up. And make sure you get it nice and thorough all the way through your macaronis. Well, now that I'm in my glass dish, I'm going to switch to my metal spoon because this helps mix it a little bit better. I think so. And we're just going to mix and mix until all of your macaroni is covered nicely. Look at that, guys. That's so cheesy and so creamy. It's just going to be awesome. So yeah, once you mix it and you have all your noodles covered and everything's good, I just smash mine down a little bit. And you're going to put this in your oven for 350 and you're going to bake it 45 minutes and you will have the best mac and cheese that you have ever had. Look at this, guys. Isn't that looking so delicious? And I will show you a finished product. Okay, guys, so 350 for 45 minutes. You want to cover that with foil. And in 45 minutes, you are going to taste the best mac and cheese you've ever had. Now, sometimes you can put a crumb topping on top of it. If you choose to. You don't have to. Or you don't have to. But I'm not doing it. You can. And I'm going to show you a finished product as soon as it's done in 45 minutes. Now to check on our macaroni. And here it is, guys. The finished product. This is done. However, I like mine a little bit more crispier on the top. So I'm going to leave mine in a little bit longer. But this is finished. Make sure you like this video, share this video, comment down below, let us know what you think, and share, share, share. Sharing means caring. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed another In the Kitchen episode.